Hello YouTube, this is Emmy, and I'm here to teach you about how lava lamps work. Exciting, right? So, you probably all know about lava lamps because they've been household items for decades now. And you probably know them as those little mesmerizing things that make light and have little floating stuff in it, which is cool. But if you think about it, there actually is a lot more to them than that. Like, you might not realize it, but a lava lamp is an example of many different elements of science just mixed into one little household lamp that people just can stare at because it has shiny things, and that's what keeps our attention span these days. But most people don't ever bother to think how it works, and so that's why I'm going to tell you how it works. So first off, you need to know what a lava lamp is made of. So I've included pictures of some homemade lava lamps, show that they're really not that difficult, and you could even make your own. Because all you really need to make them are two liquid substances of similar density. This doesn't have to include water, because it just has to include any two liquids. But the two liquids need to be insoluble, which means that they're unmixable, and sort of like how oil works in water. Like, if you try and mix oil into water, it just won't work. But you can't use oil and water because their densities are really different, and you have to have two liquids of similar densities, so that's why you might want to try out different things. And then another crucial part of a lava lamp would be to have a light bulb or a source of heat, otherwise none of this would work at all. And then, to state the obvious, you need a container to put it all in for obvious reasons. So yeah, just remember that the big thing is that you need two different liquids that are around the same density, and they don't mix together so that you can physically see the different liquids in them. Which would be the more dense one would obviously be the lava. Now, to figure out how lava lamps really work, you need to look at it scientifically. So, when you plug in your lava lamp, it turns on. That's probably how you know it to work. Which is essentially true, but there's so much more to it than that. You see, when you plug in your lava lamp, it turns on a little light bulb. And your lava lamp would probably look like that one in the bottom right corner. It's like, cool, it's light, but you don't have the lava floating yet, because it's practically solidified at the bottom there, because the lava is the more dense of the two liquids, and things that are more dense sink, and things that are less dense will float, which is very important for what we're going to learn here. So, after a few minutes of heating up, the lava at the bottom of your lamp, you'll notice it'll start to rise. And this is because the density of that lava decreases due to the heat, and the lava expands, which causes it to rise, because substances that are less dense will float. So, like if you put a Diet Coke in a can and a bucket of water, it'll float, but a normal Coke can won't. It's all about density. Moving on to the next slide. So, once the lava reaches the top, we all know it doesn't just stay there. It has to come down somehow. So after the lava, it gets all heated up and then it's all less dense than the water even. Since they were already really close in densities to begin with, it doesn't take that long to heat it up to a point where it becomes less dense than the liquid that it's mixed in. But you see, once it reaches the top, it's now far away from the source of heat, being the light bulb. So it doesn't have as much as an effect from that heat, and essentially it'll cause it to cool down. And when these lava parts cool down, they'll begin to recontract back to how they were when they were just at the bottom, which will make their density increase, making them heavier, therefore making them sink. But then they go back down to the bottom, i.e. being where the light bulb is, and they'll become reheated, and then the process will start all over again. Because then the lava circles will just keep going to the bottom and getting reheated and becoming less dense, and then going to the top, and then getting cold again, and then coming back down, and it's all a big cycle, and this is what keeps humans amazed for hours sometimes, just staring at this stuff. And a lot of them just have no idea how it works because they just think, whoa, floating colorful thingies. So yeah, and that is the end of my show. Thank you for watching.